That's it. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And this is WFS Batch 2 live workshop. My name is Dr. Adenisola Adio Adepojo. I'm the lead instructor at the Skilled for Work Academy. And in this workshop, it's been 5 weeks since you joined the Workplace Foundational Skills Program, and we are going to be testing you for another set of skills because at the end of the day, it is about do or learn and implement. Learn and implement. We are not here to just pack knowledge and store it and be saying, okay, I have learned. It is, can you now do what you have learned? And we are going to be testing certain skills again in this workshop, just like the first time we did in workshop 1 2 weeks ago. Okay? Now, yeah, I'm sure you're wondering, yes, I'm ready. It's not going to be like workshop 1 where I did not participate. I know you are ready. You have improved and clap for yourself. Now, what is this workshop about? What is the aim of this particular project? The second life project and the Workplace Foundational Skills Program aims to test your understanding of essential soft skills, such as organization skills, your ability to create standard operating procedures, to plan and to coordinate. It is essential that you know that even if you are at the junior level in your career right now, it will get to a time where you will get to the managerial level. And one of the most important skills at that level is your ability to plan, coordinate, organize, and delegate. You do not delegate well when you cannot build standard operating procedure. And this also applies to you as an entrepreneur. You want to hire staff. I'm sure, how many of you are entrepreneurs in this room? Just put A in the comment section if you're an entrepreneur, right? You can't delegate to us. Some of you be screaming, that staff does not have sense. That staff does not this. And I said, have you built a standard operating procedure for what you want that person to do? So instead of screaming your head off and saying the person does not have sense, what happens to you sitting and creating a standard operating procedure for the task you want them to deliver, and you discover that you have less headache? So this, when you say workplace foundational skills, one of the key things, like if you go to, as they promote you to the managerial position, one of the key things they teach you, say, oh, they are sending you for a course and all those things. One of the key things they teach you in those managerial courses is your ability to plan, delegate tasks to other people. And one of the most effective ways to do it is to build SOPs, okay? So that is one of the things we are testing in this workshop. And of course, if you have been following your schedule on this program, you would have learned how to build SOP for project or SOP for what? Single task. How many of you know that there's a difference? Did you watch your lessons? Did you watch your lesson? Do you know that there is SOP for task and SOP for project, okay? Okay, great. Thank you. I can see the charts. Yes, you know, fantastic. Now, here is a real life scenario. iTrain Africa wants to launch the batch 4 of their WFS program, meaning the batch after you people. We want to launch the batch 4 of our WFS program, and iTrain Africa would like to organize a team meeting to analyze the batch 3 results first, right? That is what they want to do. Okay, they want to launch batch 4. They want to launch the campaign, the marketing campaign. They will market, they will enroll, they will do all that, all the activities that will be involved. Now, what is the task? This is the scenario. Could you do or like list 3 different tasks below and present your results? You must wonder what is the task. Let's go to the next slide. The very first task is, remember we said that we want to launch batch 4, meaning that we want to analyze results. How do we analyze results? We need to sit down in a what? A managerial meeting and say, okay, how did batch 3 do? What did we do right? What did we do wrong? All those things. So the first thing I need you to do is use ChatGPT to create an agenda for that meeting. I will give you small tip. When you get to your breakout room that I'm going to distribute you to, ask yourself, did you give ChatGPT the right description about what the meeting is going to be about? Because like I told you on the course, ChatGPT is only a function of your ability to give it the right prompts. You just tell ChatGPT, we want to hold a meeting to launch a course. ChatGPT will go and start saying, for you to create an online course, you need to create the course outline. Please take notes. I said we want to launch batch 4. It is an existing course, an existing program. So when you are prompting ChatGPT, what is prompting AI? That is giving it the description of what you want to do. Ensure to describe to ChatGPT well what you want to do. Meaning you will explain to ChatGPT what the nature of that meeting will be. In your group, you also need to ask yourself, when they are launching this kind of course, what would they be discussing? What are the elements they'll be discussing? You know, the better the prompt you give ChatGPT, the better it is able to come up with the agenda. So do just say they want to launch, you say, I Train Africa as an existing online course that they register people into their cohort. You know, that is the kind of, you give it good description. Now they are set to launch and start campaigning for the next batch. They would like to have a meeting, you know, I will not complete it, but I'm just giving you ideas into the kind of thing. You see, I'm not trying to make you do university kind of work. Like, I'm not testing your ability to remember what is in a meeting agenda. The world has gone beyond that. AI can help you draft an agenda. I'm not trying to test, what is in the meeting agenda? Number 1, topic. Number 2, that is nonsense. I'm not testing, like, at the workplace, nobody is testing that. Can you remember what's in the meeting agenda? No. They will be testing your ability to draft a detailed meeting agenda. I don't need you to remember all the elements. ChatGPT will remember. You can always ask AI. But you asking AI the right thing, before you will say, Dr. Dave Solase, you should ask AI or ask ChatGPT, you're now going to say, I Train Africa wants to launch course. Give me meeting agenda. You should not start telling you, on top of the meeting, you first have to design the outline of the course. Did I tell you that I don't have course existing already? Don't go and give ChatGPT rubbish. If you give it rubbish, it will give you rubbish. I want to see a good agenda when you come back here. Okay? I tried for you already. I already gave you ideas of what you are going to do. Now, also ensure the prompts include the people who are going to be in the meeting. Moina, please download this slide and send it to their group on Telegram so they can have a copy of this slide already. She will send it to you as a PDF. We always do. So that you can go through it, because by the time you get to your breakout room, you start to say, oh, I cannot remember what she said we should do, okay? Also ensure the prompt includes the people. Ask yourself, in I Train Africa, if you are analyzing previous batch, what will be analyzing? Of course, marketing. How much money, meaning sales, bookkeeping, you know, ask yourself, who should be in that meeting? Community manager, because she's the one that can now give account of in the last batch, in these people's batch, they did not use to drop testimonial. They did not use to engage. They used to use interaction channel instead of the announcement channel of interaction. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Ask yourself. Guys, I'm giving you a real work scenario. This meeting for you people is holding tomorrow in my team. This particular meeting I'm describing, it is holding tomorrow in my team. We are analyzing the launch of batch 3 that we concluded so that we can use it to do batch 4. So this is a real life work, right? Think about the people that will be in that meeting, the dates, the time. Ask it to create a meeting agenda for you. Task 1. Task 2. You need to create a standard operating procedure for the launch of batch 4. Is batch 4 a single task or a project? Is it a single task or a project? This standard operating procedure, which form will it take? Is it a project standard operating procedure format, or will it take a single task format? Note that you can ask ChatGPT to give you all the elements of an existing course. Use a sample of the SOP for the project we taught in your Module 5, Lesson 8. Create a standard operating procedure for the launch, meaning that I want you to create something like what I showed you in your lesson. Okay, 2 days to launch of the program, stop adverts. 30 days to the launch of the program, start setting up your ads. You know, all the elements that goes into the successful launch of an online course. You can ask ChatGPT to give it to you. Then you now put it in an SOP. Ask yourself, and please, you must put dates and time. Like, let me say, yeah, that kind of thing. Like, oh, you can say we are launching as in we are resuming the next batch in August, but we started campaign already. Like we started doing marketing. I'm just giving you ideas. So you can try to say, oh, and we are going to, as on your operation procedure, marketing starts 4 weeks to 8 weeks to whatever. Do you understand? That is what I need you to do. Now, the third task. Pick any task from your standard operating procedure for the project in task 2. Any task at all. For instance, maybe on your standard operating procedure under task 2, you listed maybe one of the marketing things you want to do on that project is go live on IG or hold a career clarity session on Zoom. Those are different tasks in the project, right? And I'll say pick any of those tasks. Maybe it is go live on IG, go live on Zoom, any task at all from your standard operating procedure you created for the project. Create a standard operating procedure for that task. So for instance, if you picked go live on Instagram, I need you to create a standard operating procedure for go live on Instagram. Meaning you will now go back and go and remember that how you create, again, ask ChatGPT. I want to create a standard operating procedure for a subordinate who is going to go on Instagram Live to talk about the launch of our online course. I need you to create this thing, standard operating procedure that will enable us execute this kind of thing seamlessly. That is the kind of thing you should give. It will give you a standard operating procedure. You know, I said, look, what I'm testing here is your ability to critically think about what you ask ChatGPT to do for you. Because you must understand the task at hand. So when you're asking AI to do it, it's when it gives you rubbish, you know it gives you rubbish because you understand the task at hand. Okay? Now, 3 different tasks. Again, I repeat. Task 1, agenda for that meeting. Number 2, in your group, you need to create a project standard operating procedure for the launch of our batch. Number 3, pick any task from your standard operating procedure that you listed. Any task at all. One single task. Create a standard operating procedure for that task. Think about it that if you are not the one doing that task, can an idiot pick up this SOP and execute what we wrote on it? That is your task. Instruction. You have 1 hour, 15 minutes to complete this task. 1 hour, 15 minutes to complete this task. Please take notes. You see that thing like people did in batch 1 that you now come here, you'll be using 30 minutes to set up. Whoever will come and present for you, I will give them only 1.5 minutes to set up and start sharing their screen. 1.5 minutes. After that, we move on to the next person. So before you people exit your room, make sure whoever is presenting for you has the capacity and competency to share their screen when they come back to the main room. 1 hour, 15 minutes. You must deliver those 3 tasks. 1 hour, 15 minutes. You must deliver those 3 tasks. If you have any question before I send you into breakout room, please ask. If you have any question before I send you into breakout room around this task, please ask now. Moina, please send the PDF to their Telegram group so they can download it and digest it. We are going to be testing your ability to organize, distribute the task amongst yourself, your ability to execute the task itself, and your ability to not start screaming at one another that this is right, this is wrong. If you have any questions, if you don't, I am going to be creating, how many of us are here? I'm going to be creating 4 breakout rooms. Now go into your breakout rooms and start your tasks. Breakout room is open. You can share your screen within your team. When you are doing the task, you can share your screen within your team. You have that capacity to share your screen. Join your breakout rooms, everyone. Bye-bye. Bukola Olanipekun, join your breakout room. Grace, join your breakout room. Nena Eze Paul, join your breakout room. Agbejule, join your breakout room. Agbejule Temitope. Wow, that name sounds like my primary school teachers, my primary school headmaster's name, Agbejule. Interesting. Miriam, I'm assigning you to breakout room 2. Agbejule Temitope, join your breakout room. Tijani Miriam, join your breakout room. Grace, join your breakout room. Grace, join your breakout room. There's a prompt on your screen saying you should join breakout room. You can't be here. And if you are watching us live on YouTube now, they have gone into their breakout rooms to start delivering their workplace tasks. And we can't wait to access them in the next 1 hour, 15 minutes. Yeah. And on that note, bye.